What's good, YXO here. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at my 2024 desk setup. I'm not going to lie to you. This is my, I don't know how many of time recording this. It was coming out way too long, way too, just not how I needed it to come out. So hopefully this is the one that I upload for y'all to see. Color changing lights. These can change to whatever color I want, to whatever percent of brightness I need. Right now, I'm not gonna lie, I'm using a weird shutter speed because it was catching the flicker of the light. No matter what happens, sometimes you run a flicker with your lights. Like right here, if we come up over here on the keyboard, that's flickering, but at least it doesn't do it in person, so could be worse, you know. This particular lampstand came from Walmart, so nothing too crazy, nothing too spectacular, but it gets the job done. Then at the top, we do have the Black Panther situation, R.I.P. Chadwick, and then we do have the YXL the Man photo right here. Coming down to the actual desk, we have two consoles on the desk. Right there, we do have the OLED switch, nice, beautiful system. I need some more games on it. I haven't even played that in so long. I done already unlocked all the characters in Smash Bros. I have the Mario Kart situation. I've not really played much of that, but maybe I should get back into that. I used to be like hooked on playing that when I was younger, but obviously it's more fun when you play with others. So right here we do have the Xbox Series X. Beautiful, powerful, wonderful system. I love it so much. Sadly though, it's not going into the 4K situation or 1440p situation that it so rightly deserves to go into. It's going into a 1080p monitor, but it is what it is. One day I'll be able to get a newer monitor, but for right now, this is a 24-inch Asus monitor, 1 millisecond response time, and it does have the 75 hertz. But unfortunately, you can't select that with the Xbox. You can only just do 60, I guess, or you can do the max, you know, the one that's like above 60. I forgot how high they do it on these consoles, but right here we do have the Astro A10s, and they are quite beat down, but I take care of them. They're just very old. So over here, this is broke. This part used to get stuck in my hair viciously because how it's sticking out right there. Lost the top cushion to them bad boys. That's tough. We do have the Xbox controller, obviously. Only thing I will say is that with these headphones, they still sound great. I just ended up having to get another cord because sometimes this scroll wheel right here for the volume, it don't be acting right. It had a short in it, so sometimes the headphones would go in and out on one cup, but the other cup would be cool. Just not a fun thing to mess with. Over here, we do have a 4 terabyte Western Digital hard drive, so I can store all of my older games on there, like from the, not technically super old, but you know, like not the current gen, the last gen, so the Xbox One. If it's Xbox Series X or Series S, you cannot store and play on there. You can only store on there. So I don't do that. I just store what I can play off of there, and then I play and store everything I need to play and store on here. So that way I don't have to switch it back and forth and wait for it to like do the transfer. I don't want to do that. But if you do, that's cool. At least they gave us the option to have an expansion pack in the back, so that's cool. But I haven't got one of those yet. Coming behind the actual laptop, bear with me, it is gonna look a little rough because when you have capture cards and your laptop is what's powering your system, you're gonna have cords coming off of that bad boy. It is what it is. So coming back here, we do have the Elgato HD60X. Then we have a little clicker right there for taking pictures with the phone. We have a microfiber towel so I can wipe off the monitors or the laptop. We have the Elgato chat link back there. We have an HDMI switcher right here. That green and red light is that. And then we do have the Google Home back there along with some fake flowers just to add a little bit of color to it for when sometimes I have these lights off. So it's nice to have a little bit of, you know, color to the situation. But you're probably like, color, man, look at your screens. These are a new addition as far as wallpapers go. I made these just messing around in Canva. So Canva's a smooth situation. You can do some nice things with it. But yeah, so I like these. I seen somebody else's wallpaper that looked similar to this. I couldn't find where they found it or downloaded it from, so I just said forget it and tried to make my own. and I like it, so that's what I'm using right now. Above the monitor, we do have the Neewer ring light, 18-inch, I believe. Super bright, no joke at all. I like it. It gets the job done. The only thing I wish I would have done was get one that has the digital situation, so you can choose like 1%, 20% type stuff. This one only has a little knob on there, so you can't never really get it back to the actual exact brightness you had. So I have it on a smart plug, so I can just tell the Google to turn it on without me having to mess with, you know, the brightness I had. And then we do have the digital clock over here. I always seen setups with this in it, and I was like, man, I need that. I like that. I gotta have that. So that's what I had gotten. That's one of the more recent add-ons to the actual setup. Technically, I guess the Switch is the newest add-on. That one was before, I believe. But yeah, it has a nice touch to the setup. It looks pretty smooth, especially in pictures and stuff. Then right here, we do have the RGB pole right there. It is sitting on top of the desk. And you see it's almost all the way up to the roof. This thing is beautiful. And it obviously can do different things as well. So I can put it on that color, that color, this right here, that right there, this right here. I can even, you know, all sorts of stuff. It's nice. Has different settings and stuff. It looks pretty smooth from the back too. That's what she said. Pause. It's way more settings in the app though. So I'm usually using the app. For whatever reason, when I use this controller and I pick what I want to put it on, it starts to cycle through all of them after a while. So I normally like to have it on that. But if I hit it on auto to get there quicker versus, you know, choosing it, regardless of what I do, it switches through all of them. Even if I choose it here through the mode section, I don't know. You can change the brightness of it as well. And you can change the speed of it, slow it down, speed it up. It blinks when you get to the end of the selections that you can make. So, you know, there's no more after that. But put it back on this for right now. As far as the webcam I'm using, this is the Elgato Facecam, not the Facecam Pro. I need it, I want it, I desire it. Hopefully I can get it one day. But right now, it is what it is. So it's getting the job done right now. And then I did say we have the switcher situation. So with this laptop, I'm able to have 3 monitors. I always thought I was gonna have to have like a big old desktop with multiple HDMIs in the back to accomplish this, but luckily I did not. So it has an HDMI cord off of it, and then I have a USB hub, and that has an HDMI along with an Ethernet cable, so I can have wired connection. So that's lovely. And then I have one of them going into the switcher, so I'm able to switch between the console and the actual monitor. So that way I'm able to hit this button and I can switch between the console. If I hit it again, it'll switch back to the actual monitor setup situation. So this was a great add-on. That's probably what I wish I would have got way sooner, because trying to unplug and replug and all that stuff, it is super annoying. You mess up and move stuff out of the spot that you got it in. Just not a good look. Right here, we do have the 16-inch MacBook Pro M1 Max, 32 gigs of unified memory and all that. Nice. 1 terabyte hard drive. I love this thing so much. It gets the job done. It allows me to stream 2K to YouTube, record up to 4K footage of the screen, then edit that bad boy with speed and efficiency. I love this thing so much. So this right here is my favorite computer I've had so far. And yeah, I know they got the M2 Maxes, the M3s, and one day they'll have the M4s, but right now this is what I'm rocking with. And to be real with you, the fact that my camera is not even 4K, I'm not even able to record 4K from the Xbox technically, so I'm really just upscaling and exporting my videos into 4K or 2K. So it is what it is, but that's how I get the quality that I get on YouTube. But obviously if I'm recording off my phone or something, that is gonna let me choose 4K. So that's pretty smooth at least. Then I just do the airdrop over to the computer, call it a day, edit that bad boy up. As far as the keyboards go, we have the Red Dragon keyboard. It does not flicker in person, I promise, but it is what it is. Every color you see it do this one can do pretty much. And so I can technically change this to be solid or do certain things with the solid colors if I want to, and just do it that way. But I normally just leave it on this. This keyboard right here is a Logitech wireless keyboard. I love this because it has the different Bluetooth modes. I can put one for the one, I can put another one on 2, and then I can put like a tablet or something on 3 if I wanted to, or I could have multiple computers being controlled with that keyboard. So that's smooth, I'm not gonna lie. And another reason why I got it, I didn't want another cord going into the computer or anything. So this one right here is going into the Xbox. So that way I can still have it powered on. I just like how it looks on the desk, but if I didn't have it plugged up, there's no way to power it. So if I plugged it into an outlet, it wouldn't work. So I was like, well, that's tough. So I ended up just saying, forget it, and plugging it up to the Xbox. At least I can search stuff or reply to people with the keyboard now. So that's cool. And then this one right here, like I said, I don't have to worry about a cord being hooked up. And I don't even have no more USB spots on that hub. Unfortunately, this hub only has a few spots, and I need those for what they're going to. Right here, we do have the Logitech G602 mouse. I like it, but it's just not the situation for Mac. It has the buttons on the side, but I have not been able to get it to work with my Mac at all, even when I download different things. So that's quite tough. Right here, we got a little trinket from Destin, Florida. Right there, we have the Elgato Stream Deck, and we do have the remote behind it for this TV. This is a 32-inch Vizio. And then right there, we have like a little spot that I throw batteries, chapstick, and I might, you know, toss one of these in there with the other ones type stuff, just to keep it from being spread around the whole desk. Let me not forget the mic. We got the Shure MV7, beautiful, wonderful mic situation. And the reason why it looks a little different than most is because it does have the Shure SM7B's pop filter on it. And so it gives it more space between the top of the filter and the diaphragm of the mic. So it gives it a little bit more protection with the plosives and all that stuff, because you don't want no plosives. It's not a good look. As far as my chair is concerned, I got this from Office Depot, I think. But yeah, it's a nice chair. If I can find a link, I'll have a link. Matter of fact, everything will be linked if I can find links to it. If not the link, it'll be something close to it. And then obviously we do have a neon light right there, cloud and lightning bolt. If you enjoyed the video, please slam the like button. It's greatly appreciated. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.